Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope that you've been doing well. I'm going to show you guys how to make this brioche stitch. I believe that's how you say it. And here's all the information about the yarn that I'm using. As some of you may know, I don't read traditional patterns, so when I did try this swatch, I did add 2 colors, but I'm not fully sure how to do it or explain it if it's right, so I'll just show you the original way. I'm going to be using my 8mm knitting sticks, and I'm first going to start off by making a loop. Once I make my loop, I'm going to place it on my knitting stick, and then I'm going to chain on 10 stitches just for the sake of this swatch so that you guys can understand what the whole process looks like, and I'm going to take you along with me so that we can get that done. Once I've chained all my stitches, I'm going to turn my work around and I'm going to do as follows. Place the yarn on my knitting stick, and then I'm going to knit one regular stitch, and then I'm going to wrap the yarn around my hook and literally repeat that. So I'm going to place the yarn on my knitting stick, then I'm going to knit one, and then I'm going to wrap the yarn around my hook, and I'm literally going to continue that for the whole rest of the project really, but the next row will switch. And as we are approaching the last stitch, we're actually going to bring that yarn forward, make sure it's not falling over there, and we're going to do a purl stitch, and that's just going to kind of secure it for now for the swatch. I'm going to turn my work around, and then I'm going to be facing a purl, which doesn't matter, I'm just going to do the same. Put the yarn on my hook, then there's 2 loops, the one that we created and then the other one. We're going to knit those 2 together, and then we're going to wrap the yarn around our knitting needle, and then we are going to do again, so place the loop on our knitting sticks, knit the 2 stitches together, or the 2 loops, then we're going to wrap around one and repeat. And so that's what we're going to do for the back row or the second row. So then when we get back to the front of our piece, it'll be how we did before, because we're now taking those 2 loops that we created and we're knitting them together. So our next row, we have to recreate that loop again. And then to end the row, we're going to do our purl stitch. So I'm going to turn my work around again and I'll show you what I mean. So then I'm just going to put that loop on my knitting stick, and now that there's 2 loops there, I'm actually going to just knit those and then wrap around. So then go like that, and then knit those 2 loops together just like so, and then I'm going to wrap around, and literally that's what you're going to do. Once you finish this row, turn it around and repeat as follows. So I hope that makes sense. Honestly, it was super fun to knit this pattern. It may seem hard, but it was super fun, and like it's hard enough, but not like so hard where it's like you can't remember what you last did. So I love this stitch, and I definitely want to make something out of it. I'm not sure what just yet, but I think like a nice cardigan would be really nice. Even like a scarf to start off with, a pattern very simple, but it's like these knitting sticks and this yarn, I was just like, I could really do this for like hours and hours. And then now I'm on the back and I'm doing that again. So I'm wrapping 2 loops together, or I'm connecting 2 loops together. It's kind of like a decrease, but not really, but yeah. And then putting that loop on my knitting stick, and then I'm repeating. And just like that. So let me know down below what you guys are going to make with this stitch so that we can, just bounce off ideas from each other. I think this stitch is really cool. I've seen it on Instagram for so long, and I just thought that it would be really wonderful. Please check in the description who helped me learn this stitch, because I don't really know how to do these things. So yeah, I'm super happy about it. Once again, all we have to do is cast off, and you cast off regularly, and I'm going to show you how to cast off right now. So what you have to do is, just like regular, you're going to do your knit stitch, because we need 2 knit stitches to cast off to my knowledge, and then we're going to make our second knit stitch with gathering those 2 stitches together, and then you take the first loop over the second loop. So I'll show you again. Make another knit stitch, take the first loop over the second loop, and that's how you cast off. You want to make sure that you're knitting those 2 loops together, just like we have been for the rest of the piece, so that we can get it casted off like in a nice shape and form, and not like it's too tight or too like a tree shape. So you want a nice cast off once we're done the piece. And wow, look at it. It's super nice. I absolutely love it. And so yeah, leave your comment below what you're gonna make. And yeah, it'll be really fun. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube video. And I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.